I'm wrapping up the hottest research from last week and the time it takes to cook a Hot Pocket. Hey, people with siblings, have you ever wondered if you're your parents' favorite child? A new meta-analysis looked at the different factors that predicted a parent's favoritism towards their children. Overall, parents tended to favor daughters over sons, and perhaps relatedly, favored more conscientious and agreeable children, especially when this led to less conflict with the parents. And when favoritism was based off of freedom and control, older siblings were generally given more freedom, while younger siblings were generally treated better. As an oldest son who rebelled as a teenager, this puts a lot of things in perspective. Speaking of strong mothers, a new study from the UK and Ireland sequenced the genome of an ancient burial ground in southern England. What they found is most of the members buried there could be traced back to a single woman, indicating that husbands moved into their wives' community after marriage. This is the first European prehistory example of matrilocality, where partners lived with or near the wife's parents, and points to how maternal ancestry and empowerment likely shaped Iron Age life in Britain. Okay, check this out. This may be the first recording with sound we have of a meteorite hitting the Earth. The recording was captured by a gentleman who was standing in that spot only minutes prior. If he had lingered, he may have joined an elite group of only one other person who's been confirmed to have been hit by a meteorite. Speaking of the universe, you know how getting up in the morning is a cruel reminder of how meaningless existence is? No? Just me? Traditionally, we've thought that waking up is a stressful experience, given that the stress hormone cortisol is present in elevated levels after we wake up. Not so, according to a new study. Researchers were able to measure cortisol while participants were still asleep, something that previous studies haven't been able to do since cortisol is usually measured in the saliva, and touching people's mouths while they're asleep isn't exactly ethical. What they found is that cortisol levels didn't increase after waking up, but were likely just the tail end of the body's natural fluctuations of cortisol during sleep, which is better than waking up to ash and dust. Or maybe that's my Hot Pocket.